What did I tell you, babe? When I want to make an impression, I make an impression. How funny is it that after weeks and weeks of you worrying and fretting about how horribly wrong today's dinner would go, it actually went off without a hitch, didn't it? Look at your parents. They were basically fawning over me. They absolutely love my character and all the stories I have. I'm telling you right now, it's just scientifically impossible to hate a guy like me. You can't help but love me, even if you don't want to. It's exactly the same with you. You said so yourself, right? Even though you saw me as a massive jerk, you couldn't help but feel attracted to me. It's just that natural charm. I'm not even sure if I can turn it off myself, really.
Yes, well, I think that's enough talking yourself up for one night, Paul. You've already boasted about how amazing you are in front of my parents. I don't need to hear it for the billionth time.
Come on, we're not in the billions yet. I'm pretty sure we're still in the millions. And not only that, but you and I both know how much you love it when I talk about myself and what I've done. It's the part you like most about me, actually.
No, Paul. What I like most about you is your unshakable confidence. I like the fact that there aren't many things in this world that can tear you down. Unfortunately, as a byproduct of your confidence, you've always got a very big head about yourself. You're incredibly arrogant and prideful. It can be really embarrassing to be around you sometimes, you know?
Well, hey, you can complain about it as much as you want. I know the truth of the matter. You secretly love that part of me. But anyway, I don't know why you think it's so embarrassing. Your parents seem to like me.
Yeah, of course they do. They'll like you for a little bit at first, but if they have to put up with your arrogant attitude for a long time, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get sick of you before long. It might be a good thing, though. If we ever got married, it's probably gonna keep them away. They're probably gonna be less eager for us to come over for dinners and whatnot. You know how much I'm trying to get away from my parents, right?
Well, that's gonna be hard if you're with a guy like me for a long time. I attract people like a magnet, especially people like your parents. I mean, I can just tell by looking at the structure of your family, they've been looking for an excellent and outstanding individual for a long time now, right? They're so dulled down by mediocrity that a guy like me is a fresh change of pace. Don't worry, my dad taught me well. I'll give them the time of day when they need it. That's the type of husband I'm gonna be. I'm not some selfish person who only cares about his girlfriend. I consider the family as a whole. That's a quality that you're not gonna get in most guys. You should consider yourself lucky.
Oh yeah, totally. I definitely consider myself lucky to be with you.
Is that sarcasm I detect?
I mean, just a little bit. Like, yeah, I get it. You're amazing, Paul. You've got control over your life and you're doing really well. You have a very successful business and you're happy with your circumstances. It's true, not a lot of people have this. At the same time, am I really lucky to be with a guy that talks himself up to this extent? I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's gonna be one of the biggest challenges from this point on.
I don't know about that. I think the biggest challenge we're gonna have is getting rid of that negative personality of yours. What else could you ask of me? I mean, sure, maybe I've got a bit of an ego about what I've done, but that's a small price to pay, right? You're getting a guy who looks good, is financially secure, and will get along with your family. Are you really gonna sit there and complain to me?
You're right. I guess I'm just being a little bit greedy at the moment. If I want all these good qualities that you have, then I have to accept the bad ones as well. But then again, you said that you're gonna get along with my family, right? Do you really mean that?
Well, hell yeah, of course I do. I'll do everything that a son-in-law has to do. I'll go do their grocery shopping when they need it. I'll run some errands around the house. I'll periodically see them. I'll let them know that I'm taking care of you and that you're in safe hands. Look, honestly, you don't need to worry about that front.
Okay, you're talking about my parents a lot, but what about my little brother? He's family too.
Your little brother? I don't remember there being a little brother.
Okay, you know what? That's the third time you've met my brother, and it's the third time that you denied his existence. Don't you think that little joke is getting old now? Or are you genuinely this inconsiderate?
I honestly don't know how to answer that. I'm still dumbfounded that you have a brother. I thought it was just you and your parents.
Clearly, you're just trying to mess with me, Paul. Look, I really don't like it. My brother means a lot to me, you know? He's older than me, and he's protected me my whole life. He's always been there for me. The fact that you keep showing him this amount of disrespect is just not right. I mean, even today you were really rude at the dinner table. Do you even realize what you were doing to him?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't even sure if you had a brother in the first place.
Enough with that already. You know he was there at the table. Stop trying to ignore him all the time.
What do you mean? What was I doing?
Come on. Think about the amount of times my brother tried to talk to you. Sometimes he would ask you questions, or he would ask you to pass him the salt, and you just treated him like he wasn't even there. Then there were times my brother was talking about himself, and you would just go on your phone and interrupt the conversation with your cackling about some little meme on there. You completely took up his limelight and started talking about yourself again. It was incredibly rude. I have no idea why you're behaving that way towards my brother. Neither me or my parents appreciate that type of thing, you know?
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Paul, if you keep trying to dodge this question and pretend that my brother doesn't exist, I might rethink this relationship.
Oh, come on, really? Are you really gonna make such a big deal about a little twerp like that, Linda?
Yes, I am. And don't call him a twerp. That's my big brother. I don't want you to disrespect him.
Okay, but look, I can't help myself, really. I mean, there's something about him. There's some sort of biological barrier that's stopping him and I from getting along with each other.
Actually, no. I think it's just your ego that's stopping you two from getting along with each other. Just have a normal conversation with him and treat him like a person. Is that so hard to do?
Yeah, it is actually.
Well, why is that?
Well, in my eyes, he's basically not even a person.
What? How could you say something like that? What do you have against him in the first place?
Okay, look, I didn't really want to talk about this with you, but you're leaving me no choice. You sure you want me to tell you the truth?
Yes, of course I do.
Are you really sure? You're not gonna like what you hear.
Well, I'll just have to do my best to be patient and understand.
Okay, thank you. Well, here's the thing. Your brother, he's just one of those guys that don't mesh with me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, look, what I'm trying to say is that he's a dork. Do you think I haven't met his type before? I had to deal with his type in high school all the time.
What do you mean you had to deal with his type? You make it sound like they were inconveniencing you.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what they would do, all of those dorks. They were just totally muddying up the water, you know? They were bringing the school down with their lameness, giving us a bad reputation. Someone had to put them in their place. Someone had to teach them a lesson. Being the nice guy that I am, I decided to take up the mantle. If there was ever going to be an enforcer in that school, it was going to be me. I was going to make sure that everyone was kept in line. Everyone considered themselves really lucky back then. There aren't a lot of people out there who are going to take initiative to take charge. Well, I was one of those people, and that school was blessed to have me.
What are you trying to tell me right now? You're using a lot of fancy words, but basically what you're trying to say is that you tormented the dorks, right?
Well, that's such a crude way of explaining it, but yeah, basically. I made them realize how lame they are so that they could change themselves. I only wish that I'd gone to your previous school so that I could have intervened in his life earlier. Now I have to bestow my gift a little later in his life, and it's going to be harder for him to change.
What are you talking about right now? You actually call your mistreatment of people your gift? Is that really how you view what you're doing?
Well, that's basically what it is. Don't tell me that you're actually getting emotional about this, Linda. It's only a bit of teasing.
How could I not get emotional about this? What you're basically telling me right now is that you're predisposed to dislike someone like my brother. You're telling me that you have hatred for him on a very personal level. Am I just meant to sit here and listen to that without thinking anything?
Well, yeah, basically. I don't know. Maybe you could, straighten him out in advance and get him to get his life on track? That way you don't have to make me do it. I mean, look, I get it. I'm gonna be your husband and everything, but I can't just go around changing everyone in your family.
I'm not saying that you have to do that at all. I'm just saying that you have to accept them for who they are and get along with them. I don't want you to go around trying to change my dad, my mom, and especially not my brother. That's not your job. That's not your responsibility.
Okay, so what are you trying to tell me then? You want me to actually get along with him or something?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you to do.
Oh, come on, Linda, this is just ridiculous.
How is this ridiculous? I'm asking you a very simple and easy request.
Actually, no. Have you actually thought about it? This isn't as easy as you think. It's like asking a grown adult to start riding a little girl's bike with training wheels on it. It's embarrassing, you know? Don't force me to do something like that.
All I'm asking you to do is just to have a normal conversation with my brother. Stop sitting there pretending like it's the most difficult thing in the world.
But you understand where I'm coming from, don't you, Linda? These are the type of people that I would shake down every day. And now you're telling me that I should appreciate them and pretend to be their friend? That's not exactly an easy thing to do, you know?
Well, I just want you to do something about it. Find something about my brother that you actually like. Explore him. You know, it might be a good learning experience for you as well. Stop being so antagonistic toward this.
Find something that I like about your brother? That's probably the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Take a look at him. There wasn't anything at all for me to be inspired by. He's meek in his appearance. He doesn't work out, he's shy, and he doesn't project his voice. He doesn't have any interesting hobbies, and when I walked past his room, I could see that he's got a massive video game collection. If that doesn't tell you about the type of guy he is, then I don't know what does.
What are you trying to get at? Is that bad to have a video game collection?
Well, yeah, it shows you that you're a fanatic, right? It shows that you're some loser that just sits in his room all day tapping away with his thumbs. Seriously, how about he just goes out there and gets a girlfriend or something?
Well, you don't know that. You haven't talked to my brother enough to know if he has a girlfriend or not. Stop making assumptions.
Oh, trust me. Just look at him. It's so obvious that he doesn't have a girlfriend. You don't have to be Einstein to know that. I'm telling you right now, Linda, a man that plays video games equals a man that hides his fleshlight at the bottom of his drawer.
Paul, what the hell?
What? Okay, look, maybe I'm being a little bit brash and inconsiderate here, but I'm just telling you the truth. You're the one that wanted to get on this topic in the first place, so don't blame me for it.
Just because my brother plays video games doesn't mean he's some pitiful human being like you're making him out to be. I happen to play video games every now and then, you know? Are you gonna look down on me for that?
Are you kidding me right now? So the girl I'm gonna marry plays video games too? Well, this is just amazing, isn't it? Why the hell would you do that in the first place?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes they can be really fun. Sometimes they're like a movie. Is this gonna affect your decision or something? You're going to revise your decision to be with me? How about I rethink my decision to date you because you like strawberry ice cream instead of chocolate?
Oh, come on, Linda, stop being ridiculous. You and I both know that's different.
Is it though? People are allowed to like whatever they like. It's not up to you to get upset about it.
Look, all I'm saying is that if it came down to it, I want to have a simple marriage with me, your father, and your mother. That's it.
Well, you don't get it that way, do you? This is a package deal. You get my whole family. So are you going to put in some effort to get along with my brother?
Linda, don't do this. Come on, babe, please. This is so irrelevant. It's got nothing to do with us in the first place.
This isn't up for discussion. Paul, I need an answer from you. Will you or will you not get along with my brother?
Look, can we at least put him through some sort of training program? Get him in the military first or something?
Paul, this is the last time I'm going to ask you. What's your answer?
Well, how about we take away his Xbox for a week? Let's just see what happens.
Paul!
All right, I get it. Fine, you win. I'll get along with your dweeb brother. But I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna work out. This is gonna be impossible. You should have just let things be the way that they are. Hey, how are you doing, sucker? Oh, wait, hold on. What am I supposed to say? Sport? Tucker? Pal? I don't know. Look, I'm only messaging you right now because your sister wants me to. She wants us to get along or something. How stupid is that, right? I think you and I both know instinctively that there's no way for us to get along. Is that you, Paul? It's interesting that you would say something like that. I didn't think that way at all. I think it's quite possible for us to get along. Are you kidding me right now? You actually think that, do you? That is hilarious. Gosh, I wish you and I went to the same school. We would have had some interesting memories together. Interesting memories? Yeah, think about it. Me dating your sister, beating you up in the hallway. It's like the ultimate form of training another guy. The only way that I could top that is if I went after your mom too, but honestly, I've taken a look at her and she's not my type. I think I'll refrain from that. You can feel free to have a crack at it though. God knows you're not going to have a chance with anyone else. Paul, I'm really confused right now. Why are you going out of your way to message me like this? Didn't I tell you, loser, your sister wants you and I to get along. Okay, fair enough. But the way that you're talking to me right now is with utter disdain. I mean, what am I even supposed to say to this? Am I supposed to pretend to like you even though you're clearly insulting me? Oh, yeah, like, I don't know. Look, man, it's not easy for me to do this type of thing. There's some sort of reflex action in me that just compels me to put you down. It's really hard to fight, you know? You're just so lame and pathetic, I just can't help myself. I wonder if this is as hard to control as you're making it out to be. I feel like you're just making an excuse. Like, come on, I get it. Maybe you were a jerk in the past, but you're actually trying to say that you don't have a choice in the matter? You don't have any free will? Not really. It's like a dog seeing a bone thrown off into the distance. It can't help but chase it, right? It's the same thing whenever I see you. I'm just acting on pure instinct. Okay, well, if you're not even gonna put any effort into talking nicely to me, I guess we can just end the conversation right here. I'm not particularly interested in associating with you if you're not gonna reciprocate respect towards me, Paul. Honestly, I was there at the dinner and you were really rude to me. You kept talking over me and ignoring any questions that I had. Oh well, boo-hoo. Gosh, you're such a beta, aren't you? Look at you sitting here having a little cry because I didn't listen to your pathetic questions. Like, what was the crap you were asking me anyway? Something about my favorite color or something? Who gives a damn? Actually, no, I didn't ask you any type of questions like that. I was genuinely curious about who you are and the type of work that you do. You were talking about how you started your own construction business, right? You were working as some sort of entry-level position, and you managed to work yourself up and really get a hold of what the business was like. From that point on, you created your own business. I was asking you what the main challenges of doing that were. I thought it was a very good question, to be honest. It is so funny. Whenever you talk, all I can hear is "hit me" coming out of your mouth. Is that a weird thing? Am I the only one that hears that? I gotta ask Linda next time we're in a group setting. There really is no talking with you, is there? I wonder what my sister sees in you in the first place. You're a really horrible person, you know? Here I am trying to have an amicable conversation with you, trying to at least become friends in some way, and you're just persistently insulting me? It's really tiring, you know? I think if you're not going to put your full effort into us getting along, then there's no point in even trying. Okay, and then what? Just hear the constant nagging from your sister about how much I don't try and get along with her family? As if. I'm going to be married to this woman soon. I need to do whatever I can to keep her happy. So, like it or not, I'm going to be talking to you. I'm going to be doing what I can to get along with you. Okay, well, if that's the case, can you refrain from the mean statements about me? Trust me, I get how you feel, Paul. You're the type of person that I'm not particularly used to talking to. I'm doing my best here. At the end of the day, you're the guy that's going to be marrying my sister, so I don't have a choice but to accept you into the family. I have to find some way for us to have a harmonious relationship. Yeah, you got a point there, don't you? Right, so you see that we need to find a way to get along. Not that. You're not used to talking to a guy like me. You're used to talking to some nerds on the internet games you play, right? I wouldn't be surprised if all your friends live in their mom's basements. You do realize I have my own job, right? I have a workplace that I go to and I get along with the people there. Yeah, more like they know how to put up with you. Let me ask you this, Greg. I walked past your room and I noticed a massive collection of video games. Are you a gamer? You could say that. I've definitely played my fair share of games. Lately, I haven't been playing that much, though. I've actually been trying to create my own games. You're trying to do what now? Create games? Why? Well, because I enjoy them. They're my passion. You're passionate about doing something wimpy? Honestly, were you never made fun of in high school, Greg? I was harassed constantly. My school life was pure hell. Why do you ask? Well, it's just amazing to me if you were made fun of constantly, that you would still continue doing the same things you do now. Like, seriously. Do you like being a wimp or something? Didn't the tough love convince you that you need to do something about your life? To go to the gym or something? Not really. It just taught me that there are some really horrible people out there and it's best to avoid them. Kind of like this situation, but I don't have a choice at the end of the day. You are the guy that's dating my sister after all. Okay, I guess you received the wrong lesson. Well, look, you're trying to create your own games and everything, but I honestly don't know why you wouldn't take on a different endeavor. Why wouldn't you do something masculine? Do something manly like I do? Create my own construction company? Well, I guess that just comes down to difference in character, I guess. I mean, clearly you've had a lot of enjoyment from construction, and it was a business that you wanted to pursue. I'm doing the same with gaming. I'd like to have my own company and produce games. Yeah, but surely you wouldn't earn that much money from gaming. Like, seriously? If you really want the big bucks and to attract a hot broad like your sister, you've got to do construction. It's something that actually has a decent pay in it. I don't know. I wouldn't underestimate the gaming industry. There's a lot of money to be made here if you know what you're doing. I honestly don't even know what to say to that. It's mind-boggling that you wouldn't just choose the career path that I've taken. But you know what? At the end of the day, not everyone can be perfect and amazing like moi. I guess my standards are a little too high. I look in the mirror and I see excellence every day, and I expect to see it in the people around me. I guess I've got no choice but to accept that my girlfriend has a beta for a brother. Okay, well, that's fine, Paul. I've got no choice but to accept that my sister has a jerk for a boyfriend. You sure you want to play that game with me, little man? You know what those are, right? Those are fighting words. Well, it's up to you. You can come over and beat me up and then lose the relationship with my sister. Or, to put it in your terms, to lose the relationship with a hot broad. But are you sure you want to do that? Your logical thinking is the only thing that saves you, isn't it? This isn't over, little man. You and I are going to have beef from this point on, even if I do marry your sister. They'll see you around the block. Why do I get the feeling that this has only made our relationship worse? You were messaging me to get along with me, right? Maybe you shouldn't have messaged me at all in the first place. Linda has to be crazy if she thought marrying you was a good idea.
Hey, so Paul told me the big news? You guys have been talking with each other, right? You're starting to know each other? I think that's amazing. I know that you two are basically polar opposites, so it's going to be hard for you guys to get along. But at the same time, I'm really happy that you're at least going the distance and putting effort into it. I really appreciate that. I'm telling you right now, bro, if you keep this up, I might even go out of my way to find you a girlfriend. I mean, sure, I know you're a very peculiar guy, but there's always a chance that it could happen, right? So anyway, what did you guys talk about?
He basically insulted me the whole time and put me down for the fact that I want to create my own company. He thinks the only decent business you can have is a construction company, and he wants me to do it as well. It was one of the most unpleasant conversations I've ever had. Should I get into construction just because he's getting into it? It's just stupid.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Come on, Greg. You're so amazing in every other area. Why do you have to be like this? Why can't you just get along with my boyfriend?
I came into it with the best intentions. I gave him the benefit of the doubt and really wanted to give him a chance, but he went straight into making fun of me. Well, don't you think that you should be directing those words to the person in question?
Why are you telling me that? I've already told him. I told him how important you are to me. He should already understand that it's important to get along with you.
Well, you might have to try a little bit harder than that, Linda. I'm telling you right now, I'm not really looking forward to you guys being together in the future. I'm definitely avoiding any type of conversation that I have to have with him. It's best if he and I stay out of each other's paths.
Well, that isn't good, is it? What's gonna happen in the long run? Think about it, bro. What if I actually end up marrying this guy? You guys don't have any choice. You're going to be family at that point. You have to get over your differences somehow.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you actually considering this guy as a marriage option? Don't tell me you're actually considering that.
Well, what type of girl do you think I am? Do you think I just sleep around with whatever guy I want? Do you think I get into a relationship with the thought in the back of my head that it's going to end at some point? If I'm dating someone, that means I'm thinking about going the whole 9 yards with them. I'm definitely thinking about marriage.
I don't believe it, Linda. For a smart girl like you, I'm really disappointed. Surely there are other candidates out there. Surely there's someone better than a guy like Paul. You're not too bad of a girl yourself. I can imagine a nice guy would like to be in a relationship with you and treat you properly as his wife.
I know. But with just a little bit of fine-tuning, I really think that Paul could be the perfect partner for me.
Some fine-tuning? You're gonna have to do a lot more than fine-tuning if you ask me. A guy that has such a high opinion of himself needs to be taken down a couple of notches, and for that to happen, it's definitely gonna take a bit of time. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Well, hey, I actually kind of like that part about him, to be honest. I like that he has a little bit of bravado, even at the expense of him being distasteful to be around.
Honestly, I think there are a lot of other guys out there for you, Linda. You should really rethink dating this guy, and definitely rethink these thoughts about marrying him.
Okay, well look, how about you look at the situation from my point of view? Are there actually better guys out there for me, Greg?
What do you mean? Of course they are. They're out there. You just have to go look for them.
Yeah, I know. But will they reach the same caliber as a guy like Paul? Let's face it, there aren't many guys that are willing to go out there and create their own business and be successful at it, right? There aren't a lot of guys out there that have a strong personality. He's quite a unique individual, and from my point of view, it's kind of good that I'm the one he chose.
What are you trying to say right now? That you feel lucky or something?
Yeah, basically.
Linda, you should feel cursed that you have to shack yourself up with this guy. I mean, I've got to be honest, when you first started dating him and you actually brought him over for me to see, I thought this was just a little bit of short-term fun. Just some guy that can do some slightly expensive things that was enjoyable. I didn't actually think that you were serious about it.
Maybe at first I was thinking the exact same way about him. But over time, I decided that I wanted to get more serious. I saw him as a viable partner. But you know what? We're getting ahead of ourselves right now. I mean, we're still quite early on in our relationship, right? It's gonna take a little bit more time and me getting to know him before I can make a decision like that.
Okay, well, look, I'm your brother. So at the end of the day, everything I say is just to look out for you. I want to protect you from things like this. Just know that I'm here if anything happens. And you know what? If you want me to introduce you to some other guys, I can do that as well.
Oh my god, bro. As if I'm gonna let you do that.
Why not?
Well, I mean, look, how can I put it? I mean, I love you. You're my brother and everything. You've always been the one that looks out for me. But I'm not a big fan of the people that you hang around with.
Are you kidding me right now? Why? What's the issue with them?
Well, they're just not my type, really. I'm not really into gamers, okay?
Just because I play games and I'm trying to release my own games doesn't mean that all of my friends are gamers.
I know, but it's just... I can't imagine seeing myself with one of your friends. Sorry, don't take it too personally, okay?
Well, don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to yourself. I know a lot of decent guys that I could introduce you to, and the only one that suffers for not treating them as options is you at the end of the day.
Look, everything is going to be fine, bro. Just don't worry about this so much. I've got everything under control, okay?
If you say so. You're an adult now, so you need to make your own decisions. I just can't help but feel like this is going in a really bad direction.
Look, here's the thing. I'll have a talk with Paul again. I'll really drill it into him this time. I want him to understand how important it is that you two get along. I'm pretty sure if I'm able to do something like that, everything is going to be fine. You won't have to worry about me anymore. So just give this a little bit of time, okay?
Hey sis, Mom and Dad just told me the news. Are you sure you want to be doing this? You know, if you make this type of decision, it's going to be really hard to turn back on it. I hope you really thought this went through, is this truly what you want to do? You're my little sister and everything, so I'm looking out for you. I just want to make sure that you're not walking to something that you're going to regret later.
That's my big brother for you. Always looking out for me. You're always trying to protect me, aren't you? Well, you know what? There comes a time where a girl has to protect herself. I can't always have you on my shoulder telling me what to do, Greg. I need to be a little bit independent. I need to make my own decisions. I know you're only looking out for me, which is why you're saying what you're saying now, but trust me. I thought everything through, and this is what I want to do.
Okay, but just remember that this is something that's meant to last forever. Are you okay with that?
Yep, totally fine with it.
Okay, and the person that you're going to be marrying, you have to actually live with them, right? Are you prepared for that as well?
I thought it through, and yeah, I'm fine on that front as well.
I'm really curious about the logical path of thinking that led you to this decision, Linda.
Well, I'm not sure. He proposed to me and it felt right. I mean, we've been dating for so long now, it's only natural, don't you think? I don't know why you're so against it.
I think that you know very well why I'm against this decision. For the past couple of years, I've gotten to know your fiancé very well. I know the way that he behaves, I know his habits, and I know how he views me. He's incredibly superficial. He's arrogant and he's got no respect for me at all. I mean, sure, he'll put on a nice soft social face for our parents and pretend that he's the best son-in-law in the world. But he doesn't even give me the act. He's just upfront and blatant about how much he despises me. Can you blame me for being doubtful of your decision right now?
Look, I know that he can be really complicated sometimes. I mean, Paul is a very unique type of guy. You don't meet a person like that very much, do you?
No, you really don't. Some would say that's a good thing. With a personality disorder as severe as that, you'd think that he'd be in prison right now.
Okay, yes, I know he's a little bit rough around the edges. He's not what you would call nice to people around him, especially ones that aren't really close to his level. But he's really different to his girlfriend. He behaves in a different way with me. I know it might be hard to believe, but you have to trust me.
So what are you trying to say right now? That all of this tough guy attitude and saying horrible things is just an act? He just wants to appear that way?
Kinda. When he's with me, he shrivels up into this soft little puppy. He's actually so adorable, and I've taken a couple of photos and videos of him from time to time, but he's really embarrassed about it. He doesn't want to show anyone.
I find it really hard to believe that some brute tyrant like him actually softens up, even when he's with you. But you know what? Let's put aside the fact that he's not particularly polite to the people around him. Have you heard the things that he brags about? Over the years, the guy has constantly bragged about how much of an attractive person he is. He talks about how good his looks are, how many girls come up to talk to him, and how his wealth is something that chicks dig or whatever. Doesn't that make you worried? Do you really want to be married to someone that arrogant? Or even worse, do you want to risk him actually sleeping with someone else?
Come on. You don't think he's being serious when he says all that stuff to you? He's testing people. He wants to see how gullible they are. Only the stupid people listen to that type of stuff. He doesn't actually mean it.
Okay, I think the stupid people are the ones that actually brag about that thing in the first place. I don't know, Linda. I'm really not sure about this one. I just hope you know what you're doing. I hope you're well and truly sure that this is what you want to do.
It is. Trust me. You don't need to worry about your little sister anymore. She's gonna go off and make it out there on her own. You're gonna be happy that I made a decision like this. Are you kidding me right now? Is this a dream or something? Greg, what exactly am I looking at? This can't be true. There's no way that the digits I'm looking at in my bank account are real.
Okay, I'm assuming the money went through. That was a lot quicker than I expected. That's good though, congratulations on your wedding.
What do you mean, congratulations on my wedding? This is an absurd amount of money. You didn't have to do something like this, Greg. Why? Why are you giving me all this money?
Well, why do you think? I'm supporting you. I want you to be able to use that money towards your marriage.
Okay, I get that. But you didn't have to do this, you know? A simple gift card would have done perfectly. But an amount of money like this is just crazy. I mean, $120,000? Are you really okay with giving me that much money?
Yep. I don't even need to think twice about it.
Why? This is a crazy amount of money. How could anyone give that much money and not think about it?
Well, look, let's take a look at the facts. I mean, at the end of the day, I have to thank you.
Me?
Yeah, the fact of the matter is that yes, I've been a gamer for a long time now. I know how games work. I know how stories work. The thing that I don't understand is people, and finding good people. But they're not really inclined to actually work and develop the skills that are necessary to create games. I couldn't really rely on them. You, on the other hand, have a lot of people skills. You were able to introduce me to a lot of people that have started up my company. Now look at us. Look at how successful we are now that we had a little bit of support. All we needed was a little bit of funding and personnel, and we've been able to flourish to the point that we have now. Business is really booming, and I'm able to put all the ideas that I had into my games that my business creates.
Is it really going that well? Does the amount of help and assistance I've given you really equal out to this amount of money? I mean, this is 120,000 we're talking about. This isn't chump change. Are you trying to tell me that the company is earning so much money that this isn't even an issue for you?
Not really, no. I mean, sure, we're biting into the amount of revenue that we've earned over the years. But I'm pretty confident with the team that I have and with my ideas that we're gonna go even further than this. In the long run, it's not gonna be anything at all. I'm telling you right now, I'd regret the decision to not support you with everything I have more than I would regret keeping this money for myself. I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm trying to develop my own company in the first place. It's so that I can support my family.
Greg, I don't even know what to say. Just more and more you continue to impress me. Just when I think you're the best brother in the whole world and you couldn't get any better, you do something else to really lift my spirits.
Well, what can I say? I care about my family. I care about my sister.
But you realize what this means, right? If you're giving me this money, it's also going to Paul as well. Are you okay with that?
Well, let's just consider this a gesture of good faith. I mean, I want Paul and I to get along. If he sees that money, maybe there's a chance that he'll actually like me. He'll respect me a little bit more. He's always going on about his construction company and how it earns a lot of money. He's never had a lot of respect for the industry that I'm involved in. This could be a chance for him to change his mind about gaming and also about me too.
You're not wrong about that. This is a really good move. You're so smart, Greg.
I know, sometimes they tell me that. Anyway, you know what? That's your money now. Put it towards your marriage. Maybe you can use it to go buy yourself a house. Maybe you can use that as a backup for your children's tuition. I don't know. At the end of the day, I want you to use that money as you see fit.
What if I put it towards our honeymoon?
Well, sis, if that's what makes you happy, I'll accept it. At the end of the day, Paul is going to be the one that you're going to be marrying, so I've got no choice but to accept him as part of the family, despite our differences.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks a lot. You know what? You put a lot of pressure on me now. Now I really have to find you a girlfriend. And not just any girlfriend, but a really good one too.
Well, if that's the case, I'm expecting a dynamite gal. Hey Paul, how are you? I heard the big news about you marrying my sister. That's some exciting stuff, isn't it? I bet you really can't wait for the day when you two can finally tie the knot, huh? What do you want from me, Greg? Why are you talking to me? Well, all I'm doing is sending a friendly message. I know we've had our differences in the past, but we can't change the facts. You're going to be marrying my sister, and we're going to have to accept that. You're going to be my brother-in-law, as I will be yours. Somehow, we have to get along. Yeah, maybe in name. I don't see why we have to actually get along, though. I see. Anyway, knowing that you're going to be marrying my sister, I decided to give you guys a little gift. Did my sister mention anything? What are you going on about right now, dweeb? Are you talking about that little chump change you gave us? Chump change? I'm not really sure if I'd call $120,000 chump change, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's hilarious, man. Maybe to you, working in that office job is considered a lot of money. But when you actually have your own business, especially one in construction, that type of money is nothing. Is it really now? Well, be that as it may, it's the thought that counts, right? Anyway, I just want to give you guys that money to enjoy as you will. Oh, we enjoyed it, alright. Got ourselves a nice little Porsche. What did you just say? Actually, what am I saying right now? Ourselves? We didn't get ourselves a car. We got me a car. You bought yourself a Porsche, did you? Did you even consult my sister about it? Do I need to? I'm about to marry her. I'm gonna be the man of the house. I make the rules. Any decisions that are made have to go through me. I don't question myself. If I think that I need a Porsche, then that means I need a Porsche. I don't need to get her permission. Okay, but here's the thing. I gave you guys that money because I wanted it to go towards your marriage. I didn't want it going towards your greed or anything. This is going towards our marriage, though. Think about it. My happiness means a happy marriage, and in order for me to be happy, I needed that car. So, are you gonna sit there and complain about it? Well, yeah, because I was hoping that you would put it towards a house, or maybe school for the children that you'll have in the future. School? Why would I waste money on something like that? Well, I don't know. Apart from yourself, your family is number one, right? Don't you want to give your children the best education possible? What are you talking about? They'll be getting the best education possible from day one. Look at their father. It's me. You don't think that I'm going to be able to teach them life lessons? Trust me, I'll have them hitting the boxing bag as soon as they're out of the womb. I'll make sure that they don't get bullied by anyone. I'd hate for them to turn out to be a sissy like you after all. Okay, this is where I need to draw a line in the sand. Paul, you're really starting to get on my nerves now. Oh, am I really? Did someone get his poor little feelings hurt? I'm not going to sit here and complain about it, but I intended that money for you guys to have a better marriage, and for you and me to potentially get along. I mean, let's face it. Up until this point, you haven't respected me, right? You just see me as some lowly office worker that just plays games in his spare time. Well, that is not the case at all. Do you even realize what I'm doing lately? What are you talking about right now? You just said what you're doing lately. That's all you do. You work and you play games. There's nothing else to your life. I've already told you that I've created my own company. I'm a game creator now. That's what I devote my life to. Are you serious? You're not even working in an office anymore? Of course I'm not. How do you think I managed to get that money in the first place? Do you think I just snapped my fingers and it appeared out of thin air? Of course not. I had to work hard to get it. It wasn't easy setting up my own company and finding the people for it. It's been nothing but pain. Surely you would understand where I'm coming from. You have your own construction company, right? Oh, please don't try and put what I do in the same level as what you do. The type of company that you have would be so easy. I mean, it's games after all. How complicated could it be? And you know what? The fact that you actually went on with this endeavor makes me lose respect for you even more. I mean, think about it. If you just worked on a construction site like me, you would actually have some level of masculine quality, right? But you decided that you just want to create games instead. That's right. What is it with you? Is there anything that I can do to actually get on your good side? I think you need to wake up, Paul. You and I are about to be brothers. As much as you have a disliking towards me, it is imperative that you and I get along. As if, you know what? You're starting to make my blood boil now, Greg. I better not see you at that wedding. If I see you there, there's going to be massive consequences. I can guarantee you that much. What? You're going to ban me from my own sister's wedding? You do realize that I'm family, right? I have a right to be there. Yeah, well, not anymore. I can't let you and your meek little presence embarrass me in front of all of my friends. Think about what they're gonna say when they notice that the brother of my girl is an absolute dweeb. They're gonna make fun of me and say that I have to actually take care of you. I'd rather they just not know about your existence in the first place. So you stay back away from that wedding if you know what is good for you. Unbelievable. This is just so unbelievable. Boom, I know that one had to hurt. It's not easy being socially criticized by everyone at a party, is it? Damn, I bet you're really regretting coming to the wedding today. But you know what? You get what you deserve. I originally told you to stay away. I told you to not come here. But what did you do? You had to be stubborn. You actually had to show your ugly mug at my wedding, ruining it for everyone. Well, I told you that there would be consequences if you came, and now look at you, crying and weeping as you run out of the venue. That was hilarious. You've actually turned a wedding from one of the worst occasions ever to one of the best ones I know. Me and the boys are going to be laughing about this one for ages. You really are a pathetic little kid, aren't you? Is this how you get your kicks, Paul? Tormenting people like this? Well, hey, you gotta admit it was pretty damn funny. And take a look at the other people as well. They were laughing along with it too. The only people laughing about this were you and your stupid cronies. I don't know if you noticed, but everyone from Linda's side of the family was absolutely appalled at what happened today. Oh, come on, you and I both know that they were laughing on the inside. Everyone knew that what happened today was hilarious. They're just not allowed to laugh about it. It's not what's morally right and all that crap, you know? But trust me, everyone was getting a kick out of it. Even your sister. She would have thought it was funny too. How exactly was this funny, Paul? I don't see where your humor comes from. I mean, that was just outright malicious. There's no funny aspect to it at all. I didn't deserve what happened to me today. I came here with the best of intentions. I was going to support my sister and the person she was about to marry. Sure, maybe I don't agree with the guy that she's marrying. Maybe I think he's a douchebag. Maybe I think there's a lot that he can work on in terms of his personality. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is the person that she's chosen. I can't change that. So I came to terms with it, and I turned up and tried to look my best. Little did I think that you would actually get your friends to secretly smuggle eggs into the venue and then proceed to fling them at me. Is this where you get your kicks? Is this what you actually think is funny? This isn't even high school level. This is elementary school level of humor. It is really immature. You can go off and diss it as much as you want, Greg. At the end of the day, you're only trying to put it down because you were the victim of it. If you were a bystander, you would have been laughing. But you know what? You and I know where each other stands now. After today, you can finally accept that we aren't getting along. I'm gonna marry your sister. I'm gonna take her far away from you and her family. I'm gonna give her a proper life where she doesn't need to think about losers like you. Adios, amigo.
You know what? I should sling that right back at you, Paul. You and I are no longer a thing.
What the hell did you just say?
You heard me. I know that we got married at that altar and everything, but it's not too late for us to get a divorce. I'm done with you. I didn't know you had this level of cruelty towards my brother. You should be ashamed of yourself. Did you actually think I would be okay with you doing what you did today and getting away with it? Did you actually think I was going to continue marrying you after this? Of course not. You're despicable. And not only that, you're stupid.
Babe, is that you? Oh, Linda, come on, don't get so emotional about this. It was just a little bit of a laugh. Even you must have enjoyed the spectacle you saw today.
What do you mean, spectacle? I'm not going to enjoy that. Do you have any idea how much I respect my brother? Do you have any idea what he's done for me over the years?
Yes, you always talk about how much you love your dear old brother. In all honesty, I don't see what's so special about him in the first place.
You're an absolute idiot. Well, fine. I didn't think I'd have to tell you anything, but I'll tell you what my brother's done. He protected me from bullies.
What did you say?
That's right, bullies. People like you. When I was in elementary school, I had a lot of kids picking on me. I'm not really sure why it was. I guess it was just the roll of the dice and everyone wanted to pick on Linda. And it wasn't just girls, it was boys too. My brother saw what was happening and he was a couple of grades above me. He wouldn't stand by and let this happen to his sister. Despite his appearance and despite his physicality, he still tried to do what he could to defend me. He stood up for me and ended up getting in a lot of fights. He didn't do too badly either.
Oh, come on, a guy like that, he would have been trashed. There's no way that he knows how to fight.
He picked up some things over time. He may not look it, but he's quite strong. And those skills that he developed in elementary school served him well when he went to high school. Obviously, him having the appearance that he does, he was always going to be a target for abuse. But eventually, people stopped quickly after they realized he knew how to handle himself.
Okay, so what? So the guy's a little bit tougher than he seems. He's still a loser at the end of the day. I mean, he has his own company, which is about gaming. That basically means he's the king of the losers.
You have no idea how popular his company is, do you? It's quite a new company, and they had a low budget to begin with, but now they're selling their games worldwide. It's going crazy. Anywhere you go, you can see advertisements for it. He's earning a lot of money right now. Just the other day, you used his money to buy that Porsche, right? He could buy 20 of those if he really wanted to and still go to sleep at night without any worries.
Are you serious right now? Is your brother really on that level?
He is. And you know what? If you just treated him with respect, I would have married you and you could have joined in the glory of how successful his company is. But you had to go off and disrespect him in the way you did today, and now you've lost me.
Oh, come on, Linda. It's just one of those things. You can look past it if you tried. I'm a good guy and you know it. This is just one of my rough sides. It's just the part of me that I'm working on. Don't take it so seriously. You and I can have an amazing marriage if you just keep the train on the tracks. Don't leave me for something as minor as this.
You don't get to tell me what to do, Paul. I should have listened to the people around me. They were right the whole time. You are a jerk. You don't have any respect for anyone except yourself. In your world, you're the only person that exists. Well, I'm telling you right now, that's the type of person that I just absolutely cannot stand. Having a marriage with you will be torture, and it's taken me this long to finally realize it. Goodbye. I'm going to block you, and you're never gonna see me again.
Alright then, go on, run away. You think I can't live on without you? Think about the position that I'm in. I'm a rich, handsome guy. You're basically doing me a favor. I'm free from your shackles. Go support your miserable little brother. Until you disown that guy, no one's gonna ever want to date you. You hear me? No one. I'm the only one that would have accepted you and your miserable beta brother. Anyone else would have been repulsed to stay with you any more than a week.
Paul went off thinking that everything was going to be all sunshine and roses for him from that point on, but it couldn't have been further from the truth. As it turned out, Paul's horrible treatment of people started to catch up with him. He had been mistreating the people in his business, putting them down and making them feel bad about the work they produced. It reached a point where many of his workers needed to see therapists to deal with the pain of being bullied by their own boss. The therapists eventually had so many clients from his company that they decided it was time to take action. All of the workers who'd been mistreated by Paul sued him and managed to win a significant amount of money. After the lawsuit, Paul was virtually penniless. His business closed down and he found himself back at square one, dealing with the emotional pain of losing a business he had built from scratch. Unsure of what to do with himself, he turned to gaming, which he described as a way to escape reality and the problems he faced. Now he lives in his mother's basement, playing games all day, unable to push himself to find a job or to forget his past. He's become a drone, sitting in front of a TV all day. And to make matters worse, the game he enjoys most is actually one that my brother created. I'm still wondering if we should tell him that. As for things on my end, finding the right partner is going to take time. I took my brother's advice and decided to go for a safer type of person. They didn't need to be successful, they just needed to be honest and kind to everyone, including my brother. My brother, on the other hand, is doing really well in the dating market. Now that he has a big successful gaming company that's earning a lot of money, people are really excited to be around him. I was going to introduce him to some people, but he seems to be doing fine on his own. I'm really happy watching my brother become the man he is now. For most of his life, he was looked down upon because of his appearance, but now people are starting to look up to him. Let's just hope he makes the right decision and chooses a good partner. I'd hate for him to be let down by another person like I was.